pass. Battle pass. Battle pass.
Battle pass.
A battle pass.
Battle pass.
Battle pass. Battle pass.
It's controversial, that's why it is, and yes, I know I'm about 2 months too late. I've been working on the last video for an absurd amount of time because I didn't want to see my first video, and oh my god, it's scary, it's happening, this is bad, very bad, and I feel like not enough people are talking about this. I had to... Okay, it's okay, let's calm down for a second. Okay, so, before moving on, I'll explain what a battle pass is in exactly 10 seconds just so everyone's on the same track. A battle pass is a system where you pay real money for various in-game rewards, usually having better value than regular shop offers, but with the catch that every single reward is locked and you must complete some sort of challenge in order to obtain them one by one. Now you may be wondering, KTZ, if it's just a shop offer with extra steps, why are you so worried? Well, let me tell you, I am not worried. In fact, when the pass was first announced, I was like, that's nice, now people who want to spend money on the game have a better way to do so. And I was thinking that until I got to the 3 hour, 23 minute and 32 second mark of the stream, which is where they announced a very cool exclusive piece of furniture for our cafe. Yes, you heard that right, exclusive. That means there is no other way to obtain it other than paying real money. So let's go step by step, let's calm down, break it down and analyze the situation. Although the pass was first publicly mentioned in this stream on July 19th, 2025, that is not the first time someone has mentioned the idea of a battle pass in Blue Archive, as it was first seen in this post by Mellow, published on the 8th of January of the same year, which is over 6 months before the stream. Mellow is known for being a sort of mediator between JP and Global by keeping us updated on everything they announce, so we can trust her. The post says, JP Blue Archive is having another round of questionnaires, and then shows an image where we can see the ideas split up into two sides, improvements on the right and purchasable content on the left. The improvements include some ideas such as new battle content, new minigames, UI improvements, and an entire dress-up system, which sounds really cool if you ask me. On the other hand, the purchasable content includes packages containing all parts, student dress-up, I'm guessing some skins or something, packages with AP, packages with, and I quote, the student's divine name letter, and a fragment of the divine name, which now I have absolutely no idea what it means, and lastly, the battle pass. This post was seen by almost 3000 people, and the comments are basically, we would love to see a dress-up system, and we do not need a battle pass. Which is kinda funny because no one has mentioned any other idea, and I would really want to know what the divine name letter is. Dude, why are you eating? I still haven't had breakfast, okay? By the way, do you want some? It's been 3 days, please get out of my house. When I started researching this, I found this post by copying this URL from Dynoma's stream, which you should check by the way, huge shout out to him and his friends, and I'm incredibly sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name right, which was sent in a Discord chat. According to Dynoma's friends on his stream, Blue Archive ran a survey on JP to ask them about potential ideas, and many players voted for a battle pass, which I found a bit weird but not surprising given that Japanese players are generally more used to paying for video games, and that's perfectly fine if you ask me. I really wanted to find the original survey, so I started searching. I found this post from January 8th, the same day as the first post from Mellow, but 5.5 hours earlier. Judging by the time, I assumed that this was the questionnaire she mentioned, but the post didn't show the actual survey, which is kind of obvious given that it happened months ago, and it also shows a guide on how to access it in-game. This means that, although you do get redirected to a website outside the game, I didn't really have a way to find it. This post and the replies by Blue Archive JP did have some comments that showed parts of the survey, which by the way had over 58 questions, including new students with existing alt ideas, new alt ideas and even collaborations, but I couldn't find any questions regarding the battle pass. So I kept investigating, and eventually I stumbled upon this post by Mellow, published on the same day as the official Blue Archive Battle Pass announcement, which had a comment with an interesting screenshot. It was a bit cropped, but it showed a poll where you can clearly see how most players didn't actually want a battle pass, which I found even more interesting, and I wanted to find the original post. So I did what any reasonable person would do. I learned Japanese, and I searched the title of the image on Twitter. Wait, you actually learned Japanese? なんでこういう動画作るのにこんなに時間かかると思う? So not only did I manage to find the original post, but I also managed to find some more screenshots of the survey. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, we have found the first instance of a battle pass ever being mentioned, at least as far as I know. In these images we can also see some other ideas that weren't even mentioned in the post by Mellow, such as packages including gifts, activity reports and credit points, which I assume are just credits. We can also see that the divine name letter isn't a type of letter you send, but a letter from a word, which makes me wonder even more about what it could be. Now that it's here, let's analyze the battle pass in a more objective way. There are currently 3 Battle Pass tiers, or channels as they call them. The General Channel, the Growth Channel and the Growth Channel Plus, each one offering different rewards. The General Channel, which is the free one, gives us the following rewards: 5 million credits, 20 single pool tickets, enough reports to get a character to level 75, a bunch of enhancement stones, Nimrod lenses, mystery stones and some Trinity Blu-rays and tech notes. On the other hand, if we combine the General Channel with the Growth Channel, you'd receive a total of 600 pyroxenes, 30 million credits, 40 single pool tickets, enough reports to get a student to level 90 and another one to level 78, almost 5 times more enhancement stones, the same growth materials from before plus some selection boxes which give growth materials to upgrade EX skills, some Blu-rays and tech notes, 10 gift selection boxes, and lastly Mika's luxury beach bed, which is the most controversial reward, so we'll leave it for later. The Growth Channel Plus gives you the same rewards with an additional 200 pyroxenes and a title, which is also a limited item, but people haven't talked about it as much, for some reason. Now, if we check the prices, we'll see that the Growth Channel comes with a hefty price of 3000 yen, which is a bit over $20 US, and the Growth Channel Plus is 3500 yen or almost $24. I thought it would be a great idea to compare these prices to the current shop offers that we have in the game, but when I started checking them, I realized that the offers have some inconsistencies, and they could use a bit of a revamp, so I've taken down a few things I would like to point out. Why is the new Sensei Pyroxene pack not in the Pyroxene section? I mean, it's a pack but it only offers Pyroxenes. On the other hand, the 2-week AP pack and the monthly and half-monthly Pyroxene packs from the Pyroxene section offer more than just Pyroxenes, and they should be in some other section as they're the only offers which give you rewards over time and not just a one-time Pyroxene reward. And yes, I analyzed every single offer in great detail. There are 4 offers with the exact same image and exact same price, and 2 of them even have the same rewards. I get that the purchase availability is different, but what sense does it make to have an offer available only 3 times per account and then the exact same offer being available 3 times per month? Why is there a Growth Pack 3 when there are no Growth Pack 1 and 2? I'm guessing that those may be the Tactical Training Blu-ray support and Tech Note support packs, but the same thing happens with the new Sensei Activity Report Pack 2, the Weekly Activity Report Pack 2 and the Starter Pack 2. Now you might say that there are some packs to replace the missing ones like the Activity Report Support Pack and that Nexon just didn't type the 1, but then why does the Weekly Equipment have a number 1? Which, speaking of, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different Weekly Equipment packs which all cost the exact same except for the first one, which also has different rewards. The only difference between the rest is that they include blueprints of different tiers of equipment, and the second pack has slightly less stones than the rest, but come on. Also, why are they ordered this way? You have the 6 and the 5, then 2 crafting packs, and then the other 4 equipment packs in descending order. If you ask me, it would be better to have one equipment pack where you get the pyroxenes, credits and stones, and have the option to select which equipment blueprints you want. It would really clean up the shop. Some offers give you twice the amount of rewards to increase the value, right? Like how you get 4000 bonus pyroxenes when you buy the 8000 pack or 2600 extra when you buy the 6600 one. With that being said, why does this pack give you 3 bonus pyroxenes? 3! I mean, I appreciate it, but why? Why not take some of the paid pyroxenes and give them as a bonus? Now, some might argue that they do it to maintain the value of paid pyroxenes, as they state that bonus pyroxenes are free of charge and not included in the cost. But even that theory isn't true because the value between offers isn't consistent, it differs by over 10%. Now what this basically means, my dear viewer, is that we can make it 169 plus 10 bonus pyroxenes while still keeping the value of the paid pyroxenes above the value of the offers with the lowest one. And we would also have a 169 pyroxene shop offer, which is quite humorous if you ask me. Speaking of numbers, why do some offers have such specific pyroxene amounts? I mean, some packs give you 8000 pyroxenes or 4800 pyroxenes, but there are packs that give you exactly 176, 179, 192, 392, 784, 1184 and 2352 pyroxenes. Why not just make them all nice round numbers? I don't think Nexon will file for bankruptcy for giving 50 more pyroxenes in a 2300 pyroxene pack. If anything, it could even increase sales with the numbers being more appealing. And lastly, why is the new Sensei Pyroxene pack at the bottom of the last tab? And that concludes our constructive criticism. I do want to mention that the shop illustrations are absolutely adorable and would love to see them as club stickers or something. Oh right, the battle pass, I completely forgot. In terms of pyroxenes, the growth channel alone provides some decent value if you convert the tickets to pyroxenes. I need to mention that I'll be measuring the value of an offer in terms of how many pyroxenes you get for every dollar you spend. The growth channel has a value of about 147 pyroxenes per dollar, putting it a bit above the 2532 pyroxene pack. Now you might think that this is great, but if we check the best shop offers in terms of value, we would have the new Sensei Pyroxene pack with a value of over 500 pyroxenes per dollar. followed by the new Sensei Welcome Pack at a bit over 300 and the half monthly Pyroxene pack at 260 Pyroxenes per dollar. Now, putting it like this, one might think that the Battle Pass isn't worth it, or at least not as much as they thought, but that is only if we think of the growth channel alone. Regardless of whether you buy the pass or not, you'll still have the free tier available, and that has 20 more single pool tickets, which equates to 2400 additional Pyroxenes. With that in mind, the value of the growth channel instantly increases from 147 to 265, putting it above the half monthly Pyroxene pack and thus making it the third best offer in terms of Pyroxenes. But I'm not sure how fair it is to compare it like this, as everyone has the free tier available. The catch is that the new Sensei Pyroxene pack can only be bought 3 times and the new Sensei Welcome pack can only be bought once, while the pass is seasonal. Or at least that's how I understand it from this post. I don't know, they didn't really give us many details about that. This means that if you've already bought one of these packs, the Battle Pass and the half monthly Pyroxene pack become the best options in terms of Pyroxenes. Now you might be saying, but KTZ, what about the Growth Channel Plus? It comes with an extra 200 Pyroxenes, and yes, that is true, but the price is higher and it's not proportional because it comes with a title as well, so its value falls from 265 to 235, putting it between the monthly and half monthly Pyroxene packs. It may not provide as much value, but if you want the animated title, then sure, go for it. Whether the title is worth $3.40 is completely up to you. I will now separate the free channel from the growth one, because I'm going to discuss exclusively the items that you get for real money. The growth channel offers 25 million credits, which is 10 times more credits than what the weekly activity report pack 2 offers, and it's not even double the price. This means that you're getting almost 6 times more value from the Battle Pass in terms of credits. The growth channel also offers 100 normal activity reports, 150 advanced reports, and 100 superior activity reports, amounting to 1.35 million XP, which is enough to get a student to level 90 and another one to level 58, which might sound like a student and a half to max level, but don't forget that levels are exponential, so you're actually getting a student to level 90 and another one about 8% of the way there. If you include the free rewards, however, you can get that level 58 student to level 78, which is almost 43% of the way to level 90. The shop offer which gives the most reports is, once again, the weekly activity report pack 2, which gives you almost a third of what the growth channel offers you in terms of XP. The pass also offers a lot of enhancement stones, which are useful, but let's be real, no one is paying $20 for enhancement stones. But if you really need them, then it's worth it, as the pass gives you way more stones than any of the equipment packs, and I mean a lot more. Now, in terms of growth materials, the growth channel not only gives more materials overall compared to the free one, but it also lets you choose which ones you want, aka it gives you selection boxes. It also offers slightly more EX skilled Blu-rays and tech notes than the free one, but with the main difference of being able to choose the type of Blu-rays and tech notes you want. If you want me to compare it to a shop offer, the most appropriate ones would be the Tactical Training Blu-ray support pack and the tech note support pack. And oh boy, there is absolutely no competition there. In terms of Blu-rays, the pack offers almost 13 times more value, or just the superior ones. And the Tech Note pack offers almost 8 times more value on the superior ones and over 32 times more value on the beginner ones. The main issue is that those packs can only be bought once per account, so after that you'll have no option but to get the pass. I mean, technically the growth and starter packs also contain some tech notes, but the amount is pretty much meaningless, and those are one-time purchases as well. Lastly, in terms of materials, the pass comes with 10 gift selection boxes, whose value can only be compared to the monthly gift crafting pack, and here it's a bit more ambiguous as to which one offers better value. The pack gives 5 gift selection boxes, 10 gift raffle boxes and 1 luxury gift raffle box. Mathematically, you get much more value out of the pack, but being able to choose exactly which gifts you want might benefit you more. So I'll leave that one up to you. Oh, right, there's one more item we need to discuss. So we've reached the subjective part of the video. I'm gonna do my best to remain completely unbiased, and I will share my opinion a bit later in the video. Ever since the pass was announced on the official stream, a lot of people instantly began doom posting everywhere, and I must admit I was shocked as well. The first response from the community was mostly negative, which you can see by typing Blue Archive Battle Pass on Google and checking the first result. Now there are also people who support the pass, and I do agree with the fact that Blue Archive did need some other form of monetization, or at least change the shop offers a bit. The negative response then grew even bigger when they announced the item we didn't discuss earlier, the luxury beach bed. This is an exclusive piece of furniture not obtainable in any other way other than buying the growth channel, and it's the first time that Nexon has ever locked content behind the paywall. By the way, I need to point out that every time I say Nexon in this video, I don't mean Nexon specifically, as the one in charge of JP is technically Yostar, but Nexon also appears in the credits and no one really knows who's behind it, so keep that in mind. The Growth Channel Plus also comes with a limited title called Starry Night, which is, to my knowledge, the first ever animated title in the game, and it honestly looks amazing. The luxury beach bed is a 4x5 piece of furniture which has a unique interaction with Swimsuit Mika, a new alt which was announced earlier on the same stream, and it looks very cute, which is more of a reason as to why players have been so upset. Now, I know everything up to this point has been quite negative, so let me bring some good news for my fellow free-to-plays. Despite having that unique interaction with Swimsuit Mika, the luxury beach bed doesn't actually belong to any furniture pack, which means that you'll be able to complete any cafe layout without it. Not only that, but if you check the Summer Skies Promise event shop, you'll find a piece of furniture called the Beach Swing, which also has a unique interaction with Swimsuit Mika and it's completely free, well, assuming that you play the event. The closest thing we have to the title, however, is the Summer Skies Promise title, but I don't think it's a fair comparison given that pretty much every event has its own title now. I should also say that if I didn't care about my account being 100% free to play, I would absolutely buy the pass. Not only to get the materials and limited rewards, but also to support Nexon and keeping the game alive. Even if it didn't have the furniture, it would still be a great deal if they added a few more pyroxenes. With that being said, many people have proposed their own solutions, some better, some worse, and I want to propose my own. The most reasonable idea, in my opinion, would be to just make the limited rewards obtainable in some other way. Wait, what? You want the same thing for free that other people are paying for? The entitlement? Now wait, let me explain. My idea is to make the limited rewards obtainable in some other way, such as crafting, a difficult event achievement, or maybe some boss reward, which all require time, effort and resources. The main idea is that with the Battle Pass, you're skipping the whole process of obtaining it. And let's not forget that you also get a ton of materials, so it's still not a bad deal. I would also like to mention, as an example, how Clash Royale introduced evolutions, which are pay-to-win exclusive upgrades that completely broke the game, for $100, and a few months later they gave them away for free, so it's not something completely unreasonable. If people think it's a bad deal because the items are no longer limited, they could compensate with more pyroxenes or by lowering the price a bit. So after everything I've said so far, what do I think of the pass? I am aware that no matter what I say right now, I'm probably gonna lose half of my viewers cause that's just how opinions work, so I'm gonna be completely straightforward. I don't like it. I know a lot of you are probably saying, KTZ, do you just have fear of missing out? No, I don't. I skip the Railgun students fully knowing that they may never come back, and I can perfectly live without Mika's bed. But how would you feel if you opened the stream in a few months just for them to announce that Hoshino Terror now costs $25? If we support limited content, that could absolutely happen in the future. I don't fear missing out on Mika's bed, I fear being forced to pay to be able to keep up with great bosses and events. To be fair, I'm not against the Battle Pass itself. Hell, if anything we're getting free stuff, which is awesome. What truly bothers me is the fact that this is the first instance of limited content in Blue Archive. There is now an item that you can only obtain by paying real money, and it honestly makes me worried about the future of the game. I've been thinking about nothing but the Battle Pass ever since it was first announced, even joining Rant streams, yes those exist, and trying to side with the Korean community in the hope of changing the pass before it comes to global, because this is just the first step. The archive has lived for 4.5 years without a Battle Pass, without premium content, slowly growing a wonderful community that is now slowly falling apart because of this announcement. That's exactly what I fear, not a piece of furniture. Now I'm sorry that this had to be my second video. I don't expect it to do well, but I had to say it. I genuinely think Blue Archive is a beautiful game. It's pretty much the only one I play nowadays, and I don't want to watch it slowly become a cash grab. So let's recap for a second. Basically, if you need credits, materials, or just like the furniture, by all means, go for it. I won't stop you, I always try to keep everything in this channel as positive as possible. So let's end the video on a positive note and leave a message for Nexon together. Nexon, whatever happens, we hope Blue Archive keeps attracting new people. We hope we have a reason to cheer every time you go live. We hope you keep releasing huge updates, writing awesome stories, and most importantly, keeping an amazing community together. We know you won't let the game die. We have hope for the future of Blue Archive. So, Nexon, please, take care of our game.めっちゃ怖かったな。
思い出たち抱えてゆくこれからずっと胸の奥